Hi guys, Steve here, stevesuggest.com, and this video is Makha Bucha Day, or about Makha Bucha Day, which is a Thai Buddhist holiday which was observed on Friday, February the 26th, just recently. So anybody that was lucky enough to be in Thailand knows that Thailand was closed for the day. Businesses typically shut down, and that's to allow the general public to celebrate this day. So it takes place annually on the night of the full moon during the third lunar month of the year. And Makha is the Pali word for the third lunar month, while Bucha means to honour or to venerate. Thailand started celebrating Makha Bucha Day during the reign of King Rama IV, which was around 150 years ago. King Rama IV felt that Buddhist teachings were very important and recognised that Makha Bucha was one of the most remarkable events in Buddha history. So he introduced the first celebration just for the royal household, family members and courtiers, but soon the celebration gained popularity, and at the time Siamese, now known as Thailand, the commoners adopted it as well. So it's a public holiday right across Thailand. It's observed in a number of ways by the lay Buddhists in local communities, and some of the ways it can be observed by something called tambun, which means making merit by going to temples for special observances, making merit listening to Dharma, preaching, giving some donations, and other activities of the day include acts of merit such as feeding fish and birds. So if you're an Instagrammer or look at people's feeds on Instagram, you may have seen your Thai friends feeding fish and birds or releasing birds, and that's to do with this holiday. Then there's Rapsian, which is keeping the 5 precepts, which includes the abstinence from alcoholic drinks and all kinds of immoral acts, including listening to teachings of Buddhism and the practice of meditation. Tat Bhat is the offering of food to the monks and novices in the alms bowl. So normally the giving of the alms is just sort of like at dawn, as far as I'm aware. I don't know that there's any other, but you can do it also during this observance. And then Wain Tang, which is the monks and other believers of the Buddhist philosophy, hold a candlelit procession with the monks, who also hold a sacred thread in a procession around the temple. Buddhists from across the cities throughout the country flock to temples to participate in those processions. So to go into the 5 Buddhist precepts that people try to strictly observe, they are not harming living things, not taking what is not given, refraining from sexual misconduct, avoiding telling lies or participating in gossip, and abstaining from alcoholic drinks and recreational drugs. So I got the information by, like scouting around the internet and all that sort of thing, mainly for my own benefit, but I'm sharing it now. And then there was those precepts were explained in a different way by a Buddhist writer, a Thai writer, probably Buddhist as well, but a Thai person anyway. And so the basic code of ethics for Buddhism, and many devotees try to follow these 5 precepts, and they're very, very similarly worded, but there's a couple of slight differences, and it's like a promise, I suppose. So the first is, I undertake the training rule to abstain from killing. I undertake the training. Secondly, undertake the training rule to abstain from taking what is not given. Third, I undertake the training rule to avoid sensual misconduct. Now, I don't know whether that's a what do you call it? Lost in translation or changed in translation, or whether they do mean sensual rather than sexual, because it was in the earlier version from written by, I guess, a native English speaker. They used the term sexual rather than sensual. The fourth is I undertake the training rule to abstain from false speech. Lastly, fifth, I undertake the training rule to abstain from fermented drink that causes heedlessness. So this was first observed 9 months after the Buddha gained enlightenment on the full moon day of the 6th lunar month, 45 years before the Buddhist era. On the full moon day of the 3rd lunar month, Makha of the year, 4 special events happened. The first of these, I'm going to have to read these, I'm sorry, because I'm just going to not remember them correctly otherwise. There were 1,250 Sangha followers decided to come back to see Lord Buddha at Waluwan Wanoram without prior appointment after travelling around and teaching Buddhism. 2, all of them were Arhantas, the enlightened one, and all of them were ordained by the Buddha himself. 3, because it was the first assembly of the large group of the Buddhist monk gathering before the Buddha gave those Arhantas the 3 principles of the Buddhism called the Ovadhapata Immokkha, which is considered the first constitution for all the laws of Buddhist monks from then until now. And 4thly, it was the full moon day. So for some of you, alcohol is important, and alcohol is not served in observance of religious holidays in Thailand. So on Makha Bucha Day, consumption of alcohol is not only considered a religious violation but also a civil offence. Bars, restaurants, supermarkets, department stores, retail, convenience stores, and even some hotels are prohibited from selling or serving alcohol to customers or guests on this day. So violation of this ban can result in imprisonment of up to 6 months or a fine of up to 10,000 baht. So if you find yourself a bar where they will serve your alcohol in a coffee mug, which is something I have seen done, and it's certainly been done on the election day. I don't know so much whether it is done on the religious holidays, but that's the risk you run. The imprisonment for up to 6 months or a 10,000 baht fine. So other countries that this is celebrating in is Cambodia, Laos, Myanmar and Sri Lanka. So that's just a brief explanation. Hope you got some benefit from that. If you are enjoying these videos, please remember to like, comment, subscribe and share, those sorts of things. If you don't, feel free to say why you don't, and post a comment, and so long as it's constructive feedback, it'll stay there, and who knows, it might even help me improve the videos that I put out. So thanks for watching, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day or whatever you've got ahead of you. So take care. Bye bye.